Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, Jon Jordan. So in the video today we're looking at Zombie Battleground, which is actually a game I looked at a long time ago when it first went into its playable alpha. It's been playable in certain versions for a while, but today they've announced a hookup with Binance. So Binance, I guess one of the biggest, or the biggest, isn't it? Crypto exchange, has its own Binance coin, BNB, which is kind of used within the within that exchange for paying fees. There's a few other things you can do with it, but it's not really very useful. Obviously, you can have it, you can own it as some sort of investment, I suppose, if you like that sort of thing. But this is kind of interesting. I'm not necessarily sure that Binance, the Binance token, will be a particularly good kind of payment system generally, but obviously Zombie Battleground is trying this kind of stuff out. So Zombie Battleground card collection game, and so what you do in this is you buy cards. So let's have a go. So this is just going. This is just the Loom network of the people who are making Zombie Battlegrounds. This is just through their website. So we can see a special promotion here. So up to now, Zombie Battleground cards have been purchasable in Ether, ETH, or credit card. Now we can accept Binance. So there's a promotion, which I guess is the interesting thing here. Limited time only. These packs have special collector's edition Binance. Have a special collector's edition Binance card back. So that should be packed, shouldn't it? I think so. Special swag. Also, you can win a certain amount of Binance with every pack you purchase. Minimum of $10,000. So obviously, I assume Binance are giving that kind of stuff away. They can create their own money for free. So anyway, so let's see. And super rare collectible card as well. We're going to a chance for that. Blockchain game is going to be big. Yeah. They're going to later this year officially releasing it. Yeah. Big fans of Binance. Yeah. So while we're here, Zombie Battleground available Android, iOS, Mac, PC at the moment. Where is it? Okay, so prizes, depending on what you get, you can win. This is how the promotion works, yeah, and here we go, the pack. So, okay, so we can see here, it's, so me being a cheapskate, it's going to go for the cheapskate option, spend $10 rather than 43 or $143 dollars. So that's me 0.7 Binance. Binance coin's about $14, so you can see, I mean, obviously, I don't know if there's any ability to arbitrage between these prices depending on where you buy your Ether or Binance. Let's see if we can purchase this. So using MetaMask. So if I go to my MetaMask, various bits and bobs in here, I can see I've got, I have bought some Binance just to do this, and I have some Ether. So let's see what happens. So I'm just going to give me the option. So 5 Binance packs cards, blah blah blah. So my signature has been requested, so it's basically using MetaMask as an ID system. So can select my payment. So let's go with Ether first, shall we? Let's do one of each. So this is how it's going to work with Ether. So now we're going to go in and interact with the Ethereum blockchain. So you can see that's the Ether price. This is the gas fee, and off we go. So fairly standard. We can see here it's actually quite nice. It's telling you what's going on. Sign the public key. We did that. We selected our currency, and now we're finalising the transaction on the wallet. So obviously waiting for the Ethereum blockchain to close a block, which obviously can take normally about 15 seconds, but it depends how many other blocks it needs to go through to confirm. We'll just wait for a little bit. Okay, so there we go through. We can see MetaMask has confirmed it. New packs are being transferred to my account and stored on the blockchain. Let's see if we can open them now. Again, it's always interesting, the kind of terminology. This might take a while. We have no idea. Is a while seconds or minutes or hours? But anything using Ethereum, you do have this kind of weighting, which actually, you know, that's kind of the security model. So it's not, you know, you don't want it to go faster and not get the thing you paid for, I suppose. Okay, so actually not quite sure what's going on there. While we're waiting for that, as I've actually gone and bought some Binance, let's go and use it. So again, go through the purchase thing. So I'm going to buy I'm going to spend my Binance. Going to have a go with MetaMask. Going to go through. There's my Binance gas fee, fairly standard interaction. So I've selected my currency. I finalised the transaction on my wallet. And everything's starting to go slow. So this is kind of interesting. Yeah, I wonder whether actually this promotion has been so popular that it's kind of congested Ethereum. We'll leave it going and see what happens. Right, finally. So that one's gone through. It looks like there is a bit of congestion going on the Ethereum blockchain at the moment. So that's finally gone through that purchase. So we can see again. Open now, see if this does anything. Aha! There we go. Well, it's not happened yet. It says it's fetching them. Yeah, that's all gone through. It did take quite a long time. Okay, so there we go. So, right, so what's happened here is, yes, so these are 2 packs. So I bought, in each pack you have 5 cards. So I have 2 Binance packs. Obviously there's other kind of packs I can buy. A whole bunch of other ones I can buy. So now we can open these and see what we get. Oh, what's it going to be? Come on, the suspense is killing me. Hurry up. Cyclone, okay. Hazmat, Super Serum. Okay. All right. Elemental bonus. Oh. Boo. No Binance. Okay. Which kind of is the which is interesting. I mean, obviously you need to open probably a lot more packs to guarantee anything, but we'll see. Pack 9. The other thing is that, okay, I've spent $20 doing this, which is like this, you know, the smallest amount you can do, and it is interesting where you're getting a lot of these packs where do you really care what the cards are? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but this is the important bit. So it's kind of interesting in terms of user experience when you actually kind of you spent money and then you're kind of getting to this you know, the payback, you know, what you're actually getting. And actually, so they're spending a lot of time focusing on these cards, which, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I particularly care about. And not so much on the bonus bit, which is the thing that you actually are interested in. I think actually this is a lot of things. This is one thing that a lot of blockchain games kind of struggle with, because for them it's kind of like, wow, you bought our card packs, so it's really cool. You know, you obviously really care about the card packs, but actually, in most cases, you know, people don't really care, particularly about cards. I think it's very hard to generate value about cards, particularly for a game that's not really out yet. So it's kind of hard for me to judge at the moment Oh, there we go. 0.1 Binance. There we go. That's 7 more of those, and I'm happy. So that was the interesting bit there. So the whole point of this Binance thing is that they're giving away $10,000 worth of Binance. So that was actually quite a big deal. Well, not quite a big deal, but that's kind of where you want the big shock and awe to be like, wow, you got this. You spent 0.7 Binance and you've got 0.1 Binance back. And that's probably going to be all I get, isn't it? Oh, the suspense, the suspense. I think actually, game developers, particularly free-to-play mobile game developers who do a lot of work with loot boxes, are very adept at this and really focusing on very quickly going through, the kind of standard bog standard cards that you get. Oh, another one. No, because what we've got before. So I saw the 0.1 there and thought that was another 0.1. So in those kind of free-to-play mobile games, you get all these cards, and they all have value because you can consume them and use them in leveling up other cards. So they all have value, but most of them are not standout value in and of themselves. So they get through that kind of reward structure very quickly, and if there is something really good, they spend the time on that. And I guess this is what, at the moment, is kind of missing from this. And I think that kind of, it's almost advanced marketing psychology. It's something that does take a lot of time to develop, and free-to-play mobile game developers, it took them a few years to do that, and obviously people at the Loom Network, who's the developer behind Zombie Battleground, they're effectively a tech company. They happen to be making games, but they're not a games company. They've not made games before, so they're having to go through these kind of early stage learnings. How many packs have we got left? Oh, it's not looking good, is it? I've got my reward. It's the last one now, is it? I think. Oh no, 2 more have I got. Is that the last one? It's not very clear. Oh dear. I've got one more now. Okay, last one. Oh, robbed. Open next. I think that's it, isn't it? No more packs. Click here to buy some more. Yeah, that's not very good marketing. Okay, so now we can actually, let's have a look. We'll go here. So, no, I can't. So, open my packs, and now I should. Yeah, I don't want to buy any more. Browse my cards, I guess. So are these my ones, or this is the marketplace? No, that's the marketplace. Browse cards. So my cards. Okay. So this is the weird thing. There's no cards found. Are there any cards in here? I'm not going to show cards up in here, is it? Really, because I won't know them. So I do have cards somewhere. Just not terribly sure where they are. My packs. Well, I haven't got any packs yet, have I? Unless it's... No, because I've opened the packs. My funds. Well, that's just going to tell me what I can deposit into there, can I? I don't see the point of that. My cards. No cards found. Well, that's a little bit worrying. Let's see if I can find them. If I find them here. So the other thing is, I'm not quite sure where these cards are. So I don't think they're in MetaMask. Because if I'm looking in OpenSea, which is just a secondary site, this is what's in my MetaMask wallet. So the last thing I haven't had was blockchain cuties. So I assume they are somewhere in my Zombie Battleground. Has its own inbuilt wallet, I guess, but not terribly sure where they are. So yeah, that wasn't necessarily a very great experience, I have to say. I mean, $20 is $20. It's not nothing. It's not vast sums of money either. Obviously, to some degree, the experience isn't helped by the fact that Ethereum gets very congested. That's not the game developer's fault, but that's something you have to kind of deal with. And then my card seems to have vanished somewhere. And actually, the other thing to see, have I got... So we can also see, so I won that 0.1 Binance. That's not been transferred back into my MetaMask. And actually, that should be in my funds, shouldn't it? Really? No. See if we've got withdrawal funds. So my 0.1 Binance is in there. Okay, so that's cool. So I could withdraw that. In fact, I've got to put in the amount. Withdraw that to. Is it automatically gonna? Something went wrong. Because it doesn't know where it's withdrawing it to, does it? I don't know. 0.1 withdraw. No. So there we go. It's in there somewhere. But I think this is probably with a lot of these blockchain games. User experience is everything. So behind the scenes, I'm sure it's all fine. I'm sure my cards are somewhere safely on a blockchain, just not in my MetaMask wallet, so I can actually see them. And it's just a case that there's some UX stuff going on here that is hiding my cards. But this is for someone who spent a lot of time in blockchain games, I'm not so worried about it. If you were someone who's playing, this was your first blockchain game and you were struggling, as I struggled when I played my first blockchain games, this would be like, oh, I've just spent $20 and I've lost it all, and I got like 0.1 of a Binance back, and I can't get it out. So I think we have to be very careful. Obviously, Zombie Battleground still in alpha or beta or whatever they want to call it. It's not a finished product yet, but I think this is one of the big struggles we have from in this sector at the moment. So anyway, not to be disheartened. I guess the one thing it will do, it will encourage me to find my cards and then actually start playing this game kind of a bit more when I've actually got them, because I've got quite a lot of cards now, haven't I? Find out if any of them are actually any good. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. So this is Blockchain Gaming World, all about the intriguing and sometimes frustrating world of blockchain games. So if you're into that kind of stuff, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.